Hello guys, DB Dragon here, and I'm going to be doing another FTL ship mod overview. This time I'm going to be doing a replacement for the Federation assault cruisers. This is called the Lunatrix. It is a ship with a very interesting gimmick that has been explored before, but not to this extent. It doesn't have shields. And you can't get shields. So, it's like the Jackson's Revenge, except with the Jackson's Revenge, you can get shields later on. That's what you should do. This, you're not going to get shields. So that will change your playstyle dramatically. This is very special. Anyway, let's look at the hull. It's a nice hull. Most of it's a bit of patchwork. I like how it's patched together, kind of, like the lore says. Pretty much it's kind of like a prototype, but didn't finish building it or something. So it has a bunch of extra health, and it has better weapons, but it lacks reactor power, which is annoying at the start, and it lacks shields, which I told you about. It starts off with 60 health, which is going to help you a lot because you have no once again, you still don't have any shields. It hasn't changed since the last 10 seconds ago when I said it. And we start with 3 bars into engines, 1 into oxygen, 3 into weapons, 1 into medbay, 1 into piloting, 1 into sensors, and 1 into doors. So you have a good amount of engines, and you're going to need to put a lot of power into engines, because otherwise you're going to die really quickly. You're still going to die, probably. But engines will help prolong your death. Misery. Well, maybe death, because you wouldn't be... Because then it will be extending the death animation time. Okay, but anyway, your weapons are the Heavy Laser Mark II, which requires 3 power. What a coincidence, you also have 3 power into your weapons control, right? 2 shots per charge, each one does 2 damage, below chance of fire, breach, and stun. So yeah, this weapon will last you for a while. It has a good quick charge time, so you pretty much just open fire and hope that the second shot doesn't miss. Well, just hope that none of the shots miss. So only one of them is going to get through, because most enemies have shields. The other weapon is the Chain Ion. Each time it fires, the ion damage it does increases. That's its chain power. It can go up to 4 ion damage, which can take down a 2 shield enemy, which means that unless you get another weapon, you will not be able to, or hacking or something, you won't be able to do jack all to the final boss. That's a long time in the future, and that's assuming that you're going to get there. Who knows, maybe you will. But it will be hard. For augments, you get the automated reloader, which improves the cooldown of your item. What am I doing? Angle Ash. Right. Automated reloader reduces the cooldown time of all your weapons by 10%. And the rock plating, which has a 15% chance to negate incoming hull damage. However, that doesn't protect your systems from getting damage. And the problem with having no shields and having one weapon take up every single bar of your weapons control, the weapons control takes 1 damage, your weapon turns off, and you need to repair it, which means you lose all the charge of the weapon, and, well, now you have to repair a bar or more, depending on the weapon, or number of shots, to be able to start charging the weapon again. So that's annoying. You have 3 humans, so nothing special. Doesn't really matter. But yeah, unfortunately, the shields augment will still appear in shops, but if you buy it, it won't actually do anything. It's because, if you mouse over it, then unlike the normal things that will show you on the right side, the different levels and how much they cost, it just displays blank. If you see that, then that means, then yeah, if you buy it, then nothing will happen, and you're just gonna lose scrap, which sucks, Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is actually possible to make it so that the system won't appear in shops. So you should probably do that. I can't remember how. That would be very useful. But yeah, this ship is difficult. Also, you're going to be spending a lot of money on repairs because you have 60 health. It's a lot of health. Also, you may want to have something. You'll probably want to get some NG or possibly Zoltan because that's just the way it works. Because you'll want to repair a lot of things because your stuff's going to get blown up. So yeah. Also, there is a minor issue of airlock placement. Your airlocks are on the very front of the ship and the very back of the ship. So if you need to vent out the center of your ship, you have to vent out the entire side. It's also annoying for like a fire here because then you have to vent out all of this stuff and spreads and stuff. If you get borders, then you have to run over here and vent out this entire side of the ship. So yeah, it's very interesting. I'm going to take a look at reactor power. So yeah, start, you have enough to power your heavy laser, then 1 bar into the engines and oxygen. So, my first playthrough of this, I was wondering whether or not I could ever get the shields. So I saved up my money for the shields. However, what you should start off definitely by getting another bar of power and putting it into engines. Because you're going to need to have a lot of engines. If you don't, you die. Also, you may want to look into getting drones, like defense drones and stuff. Because you're going to be attacked by missiles and stuff, and more defense is needed. It's definitely needed. Remember, you also very soon, quickly, whatever, you're going to want to get another buffer bar, so in case your weapons get hit by a stray shot, that you don't lose everything. Especially if the enemy has weapons that charge quicker than you. I'm pretty sure basic laser will do that. One of the laser chargers. Yeah. I was gonna say something. Also, for drones, you may even want to get an attack drone, some type of damaging drone, because you will want to have more damage potential. Because even with these maxed out, if an enemy has 3 bars of shields, you're only be hitting them with 1 shot that can even get through. And that's assuming that every single one of these shots gets through. Spoiler, probably not going to happen. At that point in the game, they have that much, it's probably not going to happen. You use up a lot of power. So yeah, it isn't actually that bad of an early game unless you face certain enemies. Like if an enemy has an attack drone, just a basic laser drone or beam drone, you're screwed, pretty much. Especially if they have hacking on your weapons. I think that's how I died. Hold on. Actually, no, I'm pretty sure I escaped. I'm not sure. Yeah, this ship isn't really that hard, but it will, at the early game, because you have a weapon like this. It's like with the Jackson's Revenge, you had a weapon that took you had the Vulcan. That takes a long time to actually start doing damage. With this, it doesn't take as long. Well, this ship does have a lot of luck into it, though. Because even in the early game, if one of the shots misses, well, that sucks for you. You just dealt no damage. And they can deal a bunch of damage to you. And they're going to be able to just keep shooting, so if they have like a burst laser Mark II or something, they're just going to wreck you. So yeah, you're definitely going to need something. Also missiles. Missiles could be useful, but I don't like missiles. Missiles are evil. Yeah, Chain Island's nice when you can finally get online. Although once you get online, you're probably not going to have enough money to get a buffer bar on the weapon. So when I got it online, first battle with it, it got taken offline almost immediately. That was actually because of an event that just turned out that this entire, like all 3 of these rooms dealt damage to them and set them on fire. Which sucked, and that I don't think I actually died in that one. I think it was the next one. But anyway, that's all I have for this video. Like if you enjoyed watching, or download the mod, in case you probably enjoyed watching. Favorite, which I don't know, nobody actually favorites these. Like, sure you say favorite, but what if you actually use your favorites list, like, that you care about it? You're not gonna favorite like every video you find, so don't favorite it, unless you do want to come back to this. In which case you have to watch later. If you use the remove all watched thing from watch later, then that wouldn't work. Whatever. Bye, and see you guys next time.